Hello guys, my name is Siaka Melvin Aski, and in today's video, I would like to explain to you the basics of CSS and that of how you can link the CSS to your HTML document. So kindly stick with me till the end of this video. Firstly, you have to understand what is CSS. Now, CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheet. Do you care to know the function of CSS? So, CSS is used to beautify or to make your web page to appear beautiful. So, like all of the beautiful web pages you see around, CSS is responsible for how beautifully they appear. Now, just like in the English language, in programming, writing codes, most especially using CSS, they have their own rules. So in programming, these rules are called the syntaxes. So let's talk about the syntaxes of our CSS. So basically, we'll talk about the three basic syntaxes. So one is the selector, the second one is the property, and the value. Now, what is the selector, you might be wondering. So if you start in your HTML document, let's assume you declare your p tag, and maybe you already written what you want to write in your paragraph. Now, the p tag you declare is the selector. If you want to use it in your CSS document, you are going to select p tag. So just to understand, that is the selector. That's how the selector works. You are going to declare the particular selector that you want to start. Now, you might be wondering, what is the property as well? The property is very important. Let's assume you already, write your paragraph, you already start. Which style do you want to use? Let's assume you want to increase the font size of the writing. Now, here comes the property. What you want to do, you want to increase the font size. That is the property telling you that you want to make changes on your font size. What you want to do, you want to make it big or you want to make it small. That is the value. The value tells you how the property should look like. Like for example, if it was a color, the value also asks you which color do you want to use. Do you want to use red? Do you want to use blue, green? So basically, that is the function of the value. So that's how the selector, the property, and the value works. Fail to follow these syntaxes in doing your study, you might find it difficult along the way. Now, let's talk about styling. What is the inline styling? Basically, the inline styling happens in the tag, in the element of your HTML. Let's assume you have your p tag, right? You already declare your p tag. You are going to open your style right within the p tag and style it however you want it to be. Whether you want to increase the font size, you want to change the color, or however. So that's how the inline styling works. The next one is the internal. You hear the name, right? Internal. So basically, the internal styling happens in the head. That what they say internal. It happens in the head of the HTML document. So right in the head, you declare your style and style your work however you want it to be. Now, let's talk about the most important and frequently used CSS approach, and this is the external styling. Now, how the external styling works. In the external styling, you create two canvas, one for HTML and one for CSS. Then you combine these two canvas. You are not putting them together like this, but how the combination works by linking them together. So you're going to link the HTML to that of the CSS in order for anything you do on the CSS to reflect in the browser. Because if you do not combine these tools, or if you do not link them, anything you do, only the HTML will reflect on your web page. So I mean, the external CSS is what it is because it doesn't burden your HTML page and it makes you to understand your code very easily. So that's how it works. So let me just give you a little gist and a little importance about linking. So linking is a very, very essential process in your coding, most especially if you're using your HTML and that of your CSS. So linking helps you bring together what you have written, the codes that you have written in your HTML and that of the style that you have written in your CSS. It brings them together and gives a visual appearance of your website. So just for a quick recap, today we've talked about the syntaxes in CSS, we talked about the meaning of CSS, we talked about the functionality of CSS. So I hope this video will help you. We also talk about the linking too, because that is very one important thing that you need to know, the linking process. So I hope this video will help you as you are going through the process of becoming a better web developer. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in my next video.